nali ngizolibeka nje iqiniso njengoba linjalo. I-MK ibukisile ngoShivambo, ibukisile kakhulu ngoShivambo. Angeke nje ngize sibadala masibangaka. Ene siyayibona into engahambi kahle. I-MK imdicilele phansi uShivambo. Ubaba ulalele uMary Phadi, walalela uDuduzile Zuma, walalela obo babukhomo nabanye engabazi. Ubalalelile ubaba, wayithatha le decision ayithathile. Kulungile. I'm very, 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 very disappointed. Ukuthi omunye umntwana ehliswe isithunzi ngale ndlela ahliswe ngayo. Umntwana abantu ahliswe isithunzi ngale ndlela akunasiqiniseko ukuthi uShivambo angahlala ngaresign. Asikho nje isiqiniseko esinjengaleso. Manje abanye bakhohliswa into engathi chu. Bathi hayi uShivambo angeke aresign. Uzovinjwa yini imedia imgibela ngaphezulu ngale ndlela imgibela ngakhona. Abantu diwe bakhuluma kabuhlungu ngaye ngakhona. Uzofila kanjani uShivambo? uMary Phadi owathatha iMK wayise court useke uMK namanje. Useke uMK namanje. Ubaba uZuma uyasaba ukuyomtshela ukuthi umsebenzi uphelile. Lokho kungivisa ubuhlungu obuyisimangaliso. Usisi busisiwe Mkhwebane wehlika isithunzi each and every day ngesimanga sika Mary Phadi. Mara ubaba yonke lento akayikhulumi. Ngizwile ubuhlungu
Mashiane Politically Incorrect. Here's the story. These people that you see here are fighting back to save Floyd, or seek justice, or seek fair practice. Fair practice by what? I do not know. All I know is the Floyd Constitution does allow them to speak and to seek correctness, but does the party want them to? So I don't know. So what I'm going to do, because you've been pushing me to do it, I'm going to try to speak to the people that I could have contact with, because I want to be honest with you. You see this poster that you see here on the screen. The reason is faceless is these people are afraid. They are afraid. Papa Penny spoke, and Papa Penny is crying. So Papa Penny is the only one that we know who has, is it even coming to the defense, who has spoken about his unhappiness with the way Floyd was dealt with. But so what I'm going to do now is, let me see if we can get Patricia to speak or distance herself from the matter if needs be. Hi Patricia, how are you? Sharp. I'm on the podcast. Can I put you on? Thank you. Let's do this. Unfortunately, man, you are the only one that I can contact who is tagged with these tweets. People are looking for justice. People are saying they might as well suspend or boycott all campaigns. We're going to the June 16 busy weekend. People are even saying boycott this thing because it doesn't represent us. This is not the MK we voted for. What are your feelings about that? Then we'll discuss why you were tagged on Twitter.
I I don't know why I was tagged, but I understand the frustration. What happened to Floyd shouldn't happen to anyone, and we must never put the presidency. If something bad is happening to someone, we must just sit back and look, because we don't know. Tomorrow it might be us. So I don't blame them for whatever decision that they're doing. They are fighting for their organization.
Yes. Yeah, so as the matter stands now, do you know who are these people? Do you know, if you don't know them, but would you suspect why are they afraid to speak openly?
I will never know who are those people. I just see I'm tagged. But obviously, when you are in an organization, it is not easy just to come out openly and say this and this and this, because you can be a target.
Yes.
So we were just watching and seeing who are the people who are going to lead this program. On that day that is happening, or who are the people who are going to lead it, and if they're going to lead it further, what step would be taken against them? Because now they are infiltrators in the organization. By the way, they are watching any steps that anyone is going to take to protect Floyd. Obviously, they will also become targets.
I was told people gathered in Soweto. Do you know anything about that?
No, I don't know. I don't know anything about it.
Okay, so one of the things that I'm requesting is Duduzile must be allowed to also go through disciplinary process, because if it doesn't happen, then rather suspend the position of the Secretary General until that thing is sorted. Do you agree with that, or you just want to see internal processes happening? Because it's been a long time, people waiting for those internal processes, and they've been patient.
I agree with them. I mean, really, what you are doing at the left, you must do it at the right. What is so special about the president's daughter? There must be charges against through the DC, but nothing has ever been done about it. We don't even hear anything. What was the decision about the DC? What happened? Because we don't know anything. Floyd went through the DC. When I said, did they ask him or give him a chance to respond? So it's like the decision was taken even behind his back unknowingly. Because if you knew that you were going to be suspended or going to be demoted, you won't attend TV, that you must be exposed like the way Floyd was exposed.
Do you think the embarrassment did more damage to the party, especially solidifying United Front going to 2026, or it is so damaging that people are even doubting themselves? I'm talking case in point, as it feels like he was dragged there to come and make an apology that he said he would not apologize, and embarrassing in front of people. I mean, humiliating him after after the spat between him and the daughter. That would have sounded very sweet. I know you are not his friend. I know you are not his close confidant. You just support his political campaign because you understand him. But how do you think he's receiving this? And I'm saying this at the backdrop of people that are now, people did hands off Floyd, and now they are doing this campaign to fight back against him. What are his feelings? Do you think he feels protected, or he feels those people who are doing it are putting him even in more trouble, so they're not helping him in a way?
With you, all those drama and circles there was not necessary. You know, when they said there was a media briefing, we were expecting or maybe they will deal with the issue of Mary Paddy, they will deal with the issue of Duduzile, but then they dealt with something that has got nothing to do with the organization. Understand? Tabaya, Bushiri, and all those things, I mean, really, it's not important. The whole hope of South African cannot just be handed and like destroyed like that in a day. To be honest with you, people on the ground are not happy. Everybody is complaining. If we're going to allow this thing to continue, it means not only is a target. Now people who are coming from the EFF, they are targets. So we are targets. No, these people, because now they know Floyd, or they've been busy talking about Floyd and not the other faction. So they are going to deal with them. So at the moment, people are confused. I don't know how is he feeling. I believe that Floyd is a strong person and he can handle every situation. If he stayed in the EFF for so long, dealing with someone who he's got some questionable characters like Julius Malema, and during that thing for this long, it means he can enjoy anything that will come on his way. I believe that he knows what he's doing. Though he is broken as a human being, there is no one whenever you can treat him so badly and humiliate him in front of the people and doesn't feel any pain. So we are all human. No matter how strong we are all human. We feel pain. So I don't know what steps is he going to take, but we are behind him 100%. We are going to support him.
So he posted something about unity today. He spoke about two key principles and values of Umkhonto weSizwe contained in the Constitution: honesty and respect. Number two, he spoke about democratic centralism. What do you think he was sending? It's a long tweet, and it has screenshots from the Constitution. What do you think he was driving here?
There he was teaching people the Constitution of the MK. Basically, the people who even take a decision to demote him, they didn't read the Constitution. They think that whatever that the decision that they took, it was based on the Constitution of the MK. That decision was not based on the Constitution. So he's teaching everybody that is showing us whatever decision that is being taken, it is not based on the Constitution of the MK.
Yes. Okay, now people are even saying they are not going to support her in her court cases because they are aggrieved. They say she must go alone. So there's someone say, if Tim Kisi says, I do not have a problem with Floyd being demoted, but Duduzile must also be demoted. She must clean toilets in MK offices. At least she will still be a member. You see now, it looks, even if Duduzile goes to DC, do you not think it's going to be preemptive? Because then they're expecting her, because what she did is far worse than what Floyd did. They're expecting her also to be demoted, and what would the demotion be? And those behind this campaign, I don't think they would be happy if she comes back without being fired from the party. So it looks like it would be more divisive if she goes to DC. Do you not? Because the tweet, it reads that she must clean toilets. You understand when someone says so, it means they will not be happy with anything. Far worse than an expulsion.
Hey, my brother, to be honest with you, I really don't understand what is Duduzile doing there in Parliament. You know, you can support your father, but it does not necessarily mean you must be involved with everything. Or understand?
Yeah.
So for her to be in MK and be in Parliament, it just shows somewhere somehow people will just use that thing, understand, against her or manipulate her, understand, because now she's very close to her father. There's lots of politicians, by their children just sitting at home and just watching what their parents are doing. You cannot bring the family inside the organ. It must just be normal. We love her, like Duduzile. Why Duduzile is not involved in all these things? And then now I'm not. I'm not sure that she's trapped. Who's jealous and has always been jealous of Floyd. and that person can see Duduzile as a weaker link to that person, maybe because Floyd disappointed him.
All right, no, as I let you go, please just tell me, I know I mean, the tree has fallen. Who would be a good replacement, according to you, for the Secretary General office?
No one will ever fit in Floyd's shoes. But we joined the MK before Floyd joined the MK. We know how was MK before Floyd joined. We know. You know, when you join something and you see, Maramo, we are not going anywhere. But at the moment Floyd joined the MK, we started having hope. Because there was a lot of things that he was dealing with, and they should have given him a chance that he must deal with whatever issues that we were having. There is no province that didn't have a problem. Because this organization was still small. It was not formed and then we were having structure. It was people just voted and structures were formed after. Obviously, there will be some battles of powers here and there. But Floyd was coming right with the whole thing. So they couldn't give him a chance because now people are powermonger. They just want to be placed. As long as they are not involved, as long as it's not them in those structures, they will cause havoc. And if you're not wise enough and you just listen to anyone, whoever coming with gossip, you will make the biggest mistake of your life.
Commander Patricia Raisibe, thanks for the time.
You're welcome, Commander. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye. Yeah, clearly she indicated. I'm just happy she took our call, just so we are not going to be accused of not letting other people share their views. Let's see if we'll be lucky to get Hanki here. Let's see. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Mkhagabare, I do not give you guys a voice because you love Floyd. Let's talk. Please tell us, do you know these faceless people who are behind the campaign to save Floyd's job, or discampaign the party and especially isolate Duduzile if this error was not corrected?
I read something yesterday that there was a secret meeting that was held in Soweto, and I'm included there. First of all, I want to say that I don't know about any meeting. I just heard rumors. But if it happened, and that meeting is to support Secretary General Floyd Shivambu, we are in solidarity, in spirit, with that meeting and with that cause. So far, the things that we know, we've seen a poster and we are part of the people who posted it. That poster includes marching, is to show solidarity and ultimately having Duduzile recalled and restoring the dignity of the office of the Secretary General by reinstating Secretary General Floyd Shivambu. So we associate ourselves with such things, with such campaigns, by the way.
Okay. Okay, let's do this. Should none of those things come to fruition, those people would have obviously, after the attempt, they will no longer be faceless. And so repercussions and consequences follow delinquents. So when these delinquents are being attended to by the Constitution and by the DC, the chances are they are going to be expelled. Are these people aware of that?
Some are aware. Of course, they are aware of such consequences, such grave consequences, by the way. But I have multiple reasons to believe that this has reached a point of no return, by the way. So it's a no retreat, no surrender case of type of thing. Because they've noticed that there is a lobby, there is a certain lobby that says Pumlani Mfeka must be the Secretary General. He's been controlled by some people. All of a sudden, after that, the Constitution must be rewritten from scratch. All the people who were deployed in provinces and regions during the tenure of Floyd, they must be removed. and then after being removed, Duduzile is going to be used to make Jabu Zuma endorse such removals such removals, and after the Duduzile assist them, they are going to chop Duduzile as well, and then ultimately chop even Jabu Zuma. So the MK party is under a serious attack, both externally and internally. Internally, it is attacked by those who feel like the stability of the party is being attacked by the Jabu Zuma and the officials who announced that no, Secretary General Floyd must no longer be the Secretary General. And internally, externally, it is being attacked by some forces from the ANC, some forces from Capital, who thought the MKP possesses a serious threat, an existential threat to white monopoly capital and such things. So now they are very, very happy that Floyd is removed as the Secretary General, and they want these instabilities to continue as much as they can, so that people can ultimately lose confidence. Because there are some people who are in the workforce, by the way. When they weigh their options, they are saying, actually we are working, we have nothing to lose, we can be the middle class forever, not to go around entertaining the instabilities that are created by Jabu Zuma and his people.
They are faceless for now. Once they are known, would you, because just to remind our audience, unlike them, you are unfireable, you are uncancelable politically, because you've got nothing to lose. You are not a member of any political party. You just affiliate by your heart. And so once these people are known, they are now going to face consequences of being into political oblivion, like yourself. And a lot of people don't function well with that. You said it's not a threat enough. You said it's not a threat enough. But here is someone who is a member of parliament, and Taten Kobani, Penny. He's a member of parliament. He's the first leader of MK to openly speak about his dissatisfaction with the way Floyd was treated. I deliberately draw the two distinctions to say you, including the faceless people, have nothing to lose because you don't have anything invested. But Papa Penny could be withdrawn from parliament for doing that. If that happens, then what?
They must, Papa Penny, by the way, we want to commend his revolutionary spirit. May his revolutionary spirit continue to guide us, by the way, and his revolutionary fervor, because he's the only MP who condemned that barbaric act by Jabu Zuma and the officials. So we are saying they must shoot themselves on the leg and remove Papa Penny, so that this thing can be exposed, that actually it's a fiefdom of Jabu Zuma and his close friends. So if they do that, they would be shooting themselves in the leg. So by the way, as you also said, that there are people who fear expulsion. They don't fear this thing. Some even texted us on WhatsApp, on Facebook, on Twitter, even in groups whereby there are multiple individuals who are full in that groups, saying, comrades, if such things happen for a very long time, if Mfega is pronounced, if Floyd is not brought back, at least until the next meeting of the National High Command, which is expected to sit this month, they say they are leaving the MK party. So we are saying they must continue destabilizing the party, Jabu Zuma and his people, like Duduzile and others. They must continue destabilizing it. They will be the one to pay the hardest price. They will be the one to fall the hardest. They will take the hardest fall because they are appearing big, and the bigger they are, the harder they fall. Even the laws of physics tell us that the bigger the momentum, the harder the fall. So that's what we're saying.
We have a problem here. I said many times in the podcasting a few months ago to say Floyd is not wanted. Floyd knows he's not wanted, and even at the time, you also knew that Floyd is not wanted. They are trying to push him for him to, unilaterally resign, so they could say we did nothing. But Floyd played a Stalingrad. He stayed his course, and he pushed them to make the first move, and they made the first move. As people were saying, after Floyd, it will be Penny. would it then give credence to tribalism, according to you?
No, already there is a semblance of tribalism with that act of barbarism that was committed by Jacob Zuma and Duduzile Zuma, by the way. So, because, you know, in a political party, there must be something that masks it from all its flaws. For example, I can give the example with the ANC. Nelson Mandela, when he was the president, the ANC had full moral integrity. Thabo Mbeki, when he was the president, he's not necessarily an intellectual, so he masked the idiocy, the flaws, and the stupidity of all those others who were leading. So that is why we're saying now Thabo Mbeki and Mandela acted as the patina. So Floyd Shivambu also acts as a patina, that layer that covers all those tribal and ethnic tendencies of the MK party. So, and you must remember that, yes, as much as we can say things like Floyd is not wanted, blah, 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 we must remember that it is a certain clique, a small number of people in the MK, maybe around 1,000. I'm sure the number is even too big. But such people, they don't matter compared to the electorate of South Africa. Because the electorate of South Africa is the one that cares, that says, okay, this is a party that is able to cover its flaws. Because they have a party now of a leader who's covering all these flaws. So as the masses in our majority, we are going to vote. So if, for example, you had Secretary General Floyd Shivambu still in charge of the MK, you would be having, you even had chances of increasing a voter turnout because he was restoring the confidence back. He was restoring the confidence that was lost in the ANC and in all these other parties. Because you must remember, back then the ANC, there was a time where it was called a leader of the society. So the MK was now having a resurgence of that character, having the MK being called the leader of the society because it is able to Floyd Shivambu to cover its tribalistic tendencies, to cover its filthy tendencies, to cover its impunity and all those bad things that are happening in the MK party and the terrible things that have been done by the leadership down there.
Okay, so let me do it this way. We speculated, and unfortunately, with leaks, you are never sure. And I continue to say I'm not an analyst. I can only speculate on what I see until someone gives me. I contacted Usim Kwebani on the matter. She did not want to comment on those leaked emails. What those leaked emails can confirm is it's not a rumor. She wields a lot of power in MK, and she has started making changes to Floyd in Floyd's absence, even though there was no communication to say, at the time being, let Duduzile be the engine room of the organization. So, for what it's worth now, the National High Command and the other members in provinces actually understand where she sits and they bow on the instruction. So what does that give you confidence that you are going to wage a successful campaign to remove her from power?
When you had the Secretary General Floyd Shivambu, we were seeing such tendencies because we knew that Duduzile will get a certain level of power in the party. We were saying we can compromise, we can vote for the MK even though such things happen, because at least there is a power split. It was not even we don't want to call it a power struggle in this case, but there was a power split. We had an understanding that, okay, if you had Secretary General Floyd Shivambu in charge, we are going to be able to vote for such a party. But now, since they exposed themselves by removing the patina, how do you say you are going to vote for Duduzile Zuma? Because the truth of the matter is that Jacob Zuma is not a force of the future, comrades, if we are being honest. I don't think he's 83 years old. In the next 10 years, I don't think at the age of 93 he will be caring about addressing Iran. I mean, like we were told by Comrade Magazala Mzobe not so long ago on Twitter that even last year at Moses Mabhida, he did not want to address. He just said, no, the young ones, I'm heading you over the data. So Jacob Zuma is also shooting himself in the leg by corrupting this transition period, which was supposed to be a smooth transition, whereby you are having a force like him saying, no, these are my comrades, these are my soldiers, the young ones. I'm giving them power. I know they are responsible. I know they are going to build a very, very revolutionary vehicle. And then all of a sudden he shoots himself in the leg in the name of civil society. The very same civil society that he never listened to when he was the head of state and president of the Republic of South Africa. So he must not be a hypocrite.
Hanki, people listening to you are very shocked that you, of all people, a die-hard Jacob Zuma fan, would be saying this. Are you disappointed with the turn of events so much that you have lost confidence in Zuma? Because when I asked the same question to Jabu Khumalo, he told me that, there was a benefit of a doubt, even though he knew who Zuma was. There was a benefit of a doubt, and now he has made him, he has resolved with himself to say Zuma will not change. He's a selfish man. Have you changed your heart, and are you blaming Duduzile instead of Zuma?
I'm blaming Jacob Zuma. I'm blaming Jacob Zuma because Jacob Zuma is the supreme leader. There is no way. Duduzile Zuma is not the president. He's not even a member of the National High Command. And in actual facts, if the constitution was being followed and respected, he's not even supposed to be in any decision-making structures of the party. So I'm blaming Jacob Zuma for refusing to step up to the occasion, for refusing to rise up to the occasion and taking very, very popular decisions. So we are not saying we lost confidence, we are saying we are disappointed. And we are disappointed by the fact that a lot of old people have been saying, this man is like this man is like this. Blade Nzimande, Zolin Zimavavi, Kwade Mantash, Julius Malem, Prince Machel, Gula.
Make him tall.
Everyone, we know them all. Khalama Matlanti also. They were telling us that Jacob Zuma is like this, Jacob Zuma is like this. Matthew Sposa, by the way, also, he told me at University of Limpopo, I was with him when he launched his book. So if they told us, well, no, this man is like this. He has mastered the art of victimhood. He will play victim, and the best part about him playing victim, these were the words of Matthew Sposa. He says, unlike Cyril Ramaphosa, Jacob Zuma can dance and he can sing. So he will sing and agitate people, and people will fall for that over and over again. So we said we didn't lose confidence. We didn't lose confidence completely because he can still redeem himself. He can still retreat and reinstate the Secretary General, Floyd. So that is what we are saying.
Thank you, Patlele. Like I said, I still await you to come to the studio. Let me release you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, we're going to get money. When we have money, we'll come.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sharp. Mashiane Politicallyincorrect. There's nothing that I can say after this. This is it's not a change of heart, man. I think even when he was at his, so Khaki, when he was fired from EFF, I told him on the podcast that Zuma does not want people like you. You are not going to last at MK. I mean, at the time, Bonkosi Kanyile was in political exile, but he was still in MK. And I told him that you can imagine if Zuma could not tolerate Bonkosi Kanyile, what about you? And he said, no, he's gonna, but it's almost 8 months now, 9 months. He still has not taken up membership. All those, just go and watch his mostly loving tweets of Jacob Zuma. They all look like it's ages ago. Mashiane Politicallyincorrect. I want you to listen to what the elders, people who love MK, have said about Zuma at the end. You heard what Hanki said. These are the people who warned us about Zuma. I want you to listen to them. Mashiane Politicallyincorrect. Eitada.
I would say Duduzile is not working in isolation. Zuma is part of the misbehavior of Duduzile. Zuma gives instructions to Duduzile. Let me say why I'm saying that. When Zuma has to deal with you, It doesn't deal with you direct. It finds ways to find somebody to do the dirty things against you. Then he comes in as if he's a mediator, when he's not a mediator. He's part of the foundation of whatever is happening at the time. So Zuma is part of Duduzile's problem against Shibambo. He wants to deal with Shibambo because he doesn't believe that Shibambo is going to do what he wants. Shibambo is coming up with his own understanding and political vision. But Zuma doesn't like that. Because if Shibambo is implementing something that Zuma doesn't like, Zuma will not tell Shibambo direct. He would want to do a dirty way of doing it. And then that's what he's doing now. That's why Duduzile is so crazy doing whatever he's doing to Shibambo. But clever Zuma, he goes out and say, no, you must apologize to Shibambo. Fooling us, trying to, I don't know what he's trying to do, but it's all his Zuma's making what is happening right now. Duduzile is insulting people because Zuma has asked her to do that. It's an instruction from Zuma.
Genuinely so, no doubt. But allow other people to lead. You found them leading, let them lead. Don't push them away.
Two last questions. Number one is, do you realize and do you acknowledge the fact that the thing that you said about Umsholozi and the daughter, the die-hard fans of MK, they know those things. And those are the vices that, even when they know those vices, those wrong things about the Zuma family, they will still support the Zuma family. That's number one. Number two, if you had an opportunity to sit with Floyd, this is the last one, what advice can you give Floyd Shibambo?
As I said before, Floyd made a very wrong move. I don't know who advised him. I'm not saying Malema is a good guy or bad guy, but from their youth, they started this thing together. And for the 10 years, they've been working together. Yes, there's problem everywhere. Not how everything came together.
You were one of the first to openly tell South Africa at close range, because other people were seeing it from afar, that Duduzile is a problem. But you were the one who was brave to say, these are the anecdotes that you went through, and Ungamalala listened to her more than anything, and whatever she said went. And she was driving a wedge through the party using her proximity with her father, of which those are relations. You can't win there. Do you feel vindicated now based on what Floyd Shibambo is going through?
You know, people are here, they are saying, no, Zuma was saying his daughter must apologize. Zuma never said that from his heart. He was saying to Lash Shibambo. Zuma wants Shibambo out. That's how he operates. When he wants to deal with you, he won't go straight to you. He'll use his daughter to be crazy and say things that are bad against you. But it's not the daughter, it's him.
Is that why you believe that Zuma used you?
Yes. He did the very same thing to me. He said to the daughter, go and tell the youth to say the wrong things against Khumalo. And the youth came back and told me, Zuma told us to do this. It was not the daughter, it was Zuma. He called us and told us this, together with the daughter. But the daughter was pushing us to do the whole thing. But it's Zuma. And others called me, we were paid to change your name. I know everything now. Zuma is the problem in the organization, but he's doing that through his daughter. Whether people like it or not, but that's how it is. Zuma is not a good man. So he killed the ANC, he's killing the MK now.
So